Born in the year 1986, Michael Onchiri Motume, 37 years later and now the current member of the County Assembly Masige Ward Bobasi constituency. Raised as a third born in a family of 5, he grew up as an educationist and endeavors to think big in revolutionizing and bringing change to the education sector at all levels.
As an educationist, I set up a small company in Botswana, precisely in Mogodisani, which is dealing with things to do with homeschooling and tutoring, called Top Score Tuition Center. I think one of the best tuition centers ever set in Gaborone, Botswana. So far, I can say God has been so faithful to me in every venture that I've made. I tried a leg in politics in the last general elections, and I can say I achieved my dreams, because I wanted to be the member of the county assembly in Masige East, and indeed God gave me that which I sought from him. So far I'm serving my people as their representative, and I'm happy of the happenings so far.
After his Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education examinations in the year 2006, he traveled to India in the year 2007 to pursue a Bachelor of Business Administration and later a Master's on International Business.
My father was a councillor, a long-serving councillor, and also he became the first member of the County Assembly of ward, actually between 2013 to 2017. That notwithstanding, because of my exposure, I have yearned to see my village, my community also grow. I have worked in Mauritius, I've worked in Botswana, I've worked in South Africa. These countries, they are both or three of them, they're in Africa. But when you check the level of development and the quality of life the people are living there, you find there's a vast difference between Kenya and these nations. Then I had a feeling that in my youthfulness, I have to give a leg in politics, where decisions are made, where policies are made, so that also I try to uplift my community. So it's something that came from within my heart, that I have to also do something meaningful to my community, to my nation, before old age and probably before I expire from this world.
The son to a former councillor and first Masige East Ward member of County Assembly, Michael Motume emerged victorious in his first attempt in a very competitive 2022 general election.
In my ward specifically, I came to seriously campaign because I was working in Botswana, so I was not here all through to campaign. So I came here on 14th of March 2022, which was barely 4 months to the general elections. I knew the road could be very bumpy and rough. The first shock that I got is when I tried to get the ticket, the nomination ticket for ODM party. Actually, I had paid all the money, I had printed all the merchandise that we needed for campaign. The primaries were not free and fair, that I have to say.
And this must reach the party leader ODM in Nairobi, Raila Odinga. It must reach our governor aspirant ODM, Governor waiting Simba Arat. I'm so disappointed today. I woke up in the morning, I prepared myself for the nominations for this political party. Today, as my brother said, and my opponent here, we had agreed on 4 polling stations, as he has mentioned. Today I was shocked. There were new polling stations that were introduced in the middle of the night. We have gone round. We have found all this was choreographed by one of our opponents, who is a very close darling of Honorable Simba Arat. I bring to his attention squarely today, if he's coming from Nairobi, we want good leadership here in Kisii County. Sure. The way he's pushing people.
We didn't even vote, but a winner was declared. And that gave me a rude shock in my political leg. But I didn't lose hope. I decided to go to vie as an independent candidate. Then I chose the book cabinet as my sample. Why the book cabinet is because I thought in the book that's where equalization is. In knowledge, in education, that's where we become equal. So I wanted to rally and have a rallying call in my ward that if they elected me, I will put the interest of my constituents, especially the young, the youth, in terms of education first.
But how was the challenge?
The politics was very tough, and I sadly have to mention, during the heat of the campaign, my driver actually was murdered. He was killed by a rival who was somebody who had a contrary opinion with him. Actually, he murdered him, and the person is actually in prison as we speak. So it was not a campaign that I can say was very peaceful. It was not very good, but I thank God. Eventually, I emerged victorious. I had extraordinary support across my ward. In the 19 polling stations we had, at least I scored a significant number of votes. So when the results were declared that I have been announced as the winner, the whole ward, the entire community was very happy, because I had gone through a lot of tribulations. As I told you, I had lost a ticket for ODM after investing a lot of money in it. I had lost my personal driver who was murdered simply because of politics. And maybe how I packaged my message to my electorates resonated very well with them. And so they decided to vote for me. So when I was declared the winner, everybody, majority of the people, actually were very happy.
Being a trainer and approved assessor as well as a lecturer for 8 years in different countries such as Mauritius, Botswana and South Africa, he has embraced a number of sectors giving priority to health.
I made sure that I arranged a free medical camp for each sub-location. So our people went there, they had their dental works done, they had their tooth removed, those who needed it. They had a whole lot to do with the dental work. That is the first thing I did. The second thing is in terms of health. I made sure I looked for organizations like Pink Foundation from Texas, USA. I made sure they visited my ward. I arranged a medical camp where women aged between 16 to 60 years were being tested of cervical cancer. And so many people were tested, and those who were found to be vulnerable, they were given free medication. Equally, I made sure that I trained one health personnel, a doctor from Kenyon Dispensary, and made sure that I sourced for a machine that can diagnose cervical cancer and that can treat cervical cancer. These are things that I started doing even when we had no budget in place. Going forward in terms of health, I have also tried to organize big now medical camps for our people, and I'm on the way looking for organizations that will sponsor me that will be willing to come to my ward and assist my people, especially the men, because we have got prostate cancer that is killing now the elderly men in our society. So I'm on looking for people who will come and screen and they probably treat at early stages the people who have got prostate cancer.
In his first year in office, he has also advocated for renovation of old markets and construction of new ones, advocating for tree planting, avocados, bananas and fish farming. Going round to his constituents, Michael has motivated many in venturing into business through funding, opening water springs and even offering sponsorship to the young people.
Equally in terms of education, at Masige Primary School, I'm doing a toilet there with the county government, which is estimated to cost 500,000. This school, the toilet sank, so they had nowhere to go. So what I did, I managed to source for funds, about 500,000. Soon the toilet will be completed, and that is one way of making sure that we have a conducive learning environment. And in this school also, I donate learning materials, including examinations that the parents, the teachers in that school, they used to test their kids from time to time. In Kyobegi Primary School, equally in Riamotali Primary School, we are also trying to erect new ECD classrooms that are almost complete. This and many other things that I'm doing. Like, for example, I gave them free trees to all schools in my ward. This is also one way of nurturing these young kids who are growing, knowing that nature is life, trees for life. I started the Trees for Life movement that is so me distribute trees to all primary schools in my ward. This is one way of making learning interesting and making learning, good to our kids. At Mokonge Primary School, I've equally supported them with electricity. They did not have electricity. I've done wiring in the school, and now kids can go there to do their preps. This is something that I've managed to do, not necessarily relying on the county funds, sometimes sourcing from my personal resources to assist my community. When we talk about trade, because trade equally is devolved, I'm the chairman at the moment, responsible for trade in the Kisii County Assembly. For the last 1 year, in my ward, I've managed to source for funds 5.9 million and put them in the Kionyo market, where I'm doing a toilet worth 2 million, a modern toilet that can host even the disabled, done properly with water. I'm also doing a 3.9 million worth of a market shed at Kionyo market. And also within the ward, I have tried to source for funds to do a market at Igoma and to source for few coins to finish a market that was started by my predecessor at Kyobegi market. These are the things that I'm trying to do under a trade in my ward.
Endeavors to seek advice from his electorate through public participation and promises to deliver his mandate and promises in the next 4 remaining years in his first term.
Roads is devolved. Roads, we have a devolved function. In roads, when I came, I found, yes, a few roads were passable, majority were not. Especially the main road that cuts my ward into two. Actually 7-kilometer stretch of a road. From Mekrema to Riambase to Otanji all the way to Nyamachi. When I came in, I found the road was in pathetic condition. So what did I do? I sourced for equally my personal resources. Then I managed to grade the road, at least to be passable. Then when we did a supplementary, I got 2.6 million that assisted me to do patch maraming on that road. So as we speak, the road is passable, though not 100% done. At least there is some development.
Ikona muri irasa mangana yenyomba omwana wena aro gosome school ya kabe ole isko antebiri timonyora tiga nero yoiga nanyorire iga mukwanande no mwalimu litwe ritarayera amwanchira ne school Jumatatu ose weekend mambia ebeketa yare agende school asome ekora form fare tangurugu esibon ake mweshimo ochiro gonkonya ngere ngira ne school ara bere school na butire sana Bono atiti kongira ne school achigo konga kanerefi. Muna ngonyire iganda akasanti kora bono ngwira nande school. Ngora masomo e.
Na incha se ngoro yana na igure buya. Moisa go so ase nyombe ye mekene. Na tatwale stima na moko range stima na be komulika ko rume paka yaso aime. Akare mbulego tu na maticha begete ko rurogoralia. Na sande ga begete amagoma ya matoka mumu. Igo mweshimiwa sibirira nyale gokora. Kwani hapa ya nenji tiango tenganya sago seseni na nde ko gwikera buna bapibina bekara gotebinga kwa bekire kungo ya sachengu.
Recently, only a week ago, I managed to issue through the county government. I managed to issue Hass avocados and banana suckers to a few farmers in my ward. I think this is a way to go because bananas, they need somebody to be like a piloting project, to somebody who can start this project, then others can learn from them. So I picked people from all the sub-locations, 2, and I managed to give them the banana suckers, and equally they were given Hass avocados. So that's what I've done in agriculture. In the forward budget, I've put money to resuscitate the cattle dips that we used to have before. So for the first time, we are likely to see cattle dips back in Masige East, whereby people can take their animals and have them dipped and warmed, and at least we can improve the quality of our farming, especially those who are doing livestock farming. That's what I'm doing. And those who are doing fish bonds or fish farming, they are getting subsidized food from the county, and that is what also I'm assisting them from time to time. I support the people who are doing small businesses. You can't believe I've supported somebody who is a sugarcane seller, even with 4,000. To that person, that money was a lot. And that person has changed her business from selling sugarcane worth 100 shillings. Now she got a huge stock until she's employing 1 or 2 people to do the same business. So you can imagine how we could change our communities if we gave them resources, and if we channel resources to those people who seriously need those resources. I'm passionate about supporting the downtrodden people in our society because I know they are the majority. The people who are living below the poverty line, they are the majority in our community. They are those who woke up in the morning and so sense to vote for me. So that is why I support them with my little resources that I have. Majority or most of the time, when I go, for example, to do houses for the destitute or for the poor in my community, we are not of equal strengths in our community. We have people who do not have decent homes, basic needs. Even before you tell them about going to school, they do not have homes. They do not have houses. They are rained on when there are rains. So what have I tried to do? I've tried to gather my little resources that I have. I can tell you, I even spend 100% or 200% of what I earn in a month, because every month I'm doing a house for the needy case in my ward, and each house costs me about 65,000, just a single house. Every month I've been doing that. I've so far about 9 houses. I'm going to launch the 10th one very soon. Remember, how much, for example, do I earn? I earn way much less than 150 or so thousand, but because I understand how demoralizing it is for a child to live in a bad house, or in a house that degrades the dignity of humanity. How people can brand you to be a witch if you didn't have a decent home. Because I know what these people go through, that's why I sacrifice for them. And I don't want any human approval. I'm doing this because I know in this world I'm just transiting, and I have to do good to get favors from God. I've supported very old people in our communities. I buy them blankets. I go visit them. I donate money for them. You can't believe the blessings they speak from their mouth is that which satisfies my heart. And I will continuously do that as long as I'm able and I'm alive of good health. Not necessarily when I'm in politics, even when I'm out of politics. So passionately, I want to see about 50 homes, 50 new houses before my time expires. So if I did one every month, when we do the next 1 year, we could have 10 or more. So far, I have done about 5 springs using my personal money, my personal resources. These springs that I'm doing, they are helping the community. Instead of giving them money, 100 pop when I find them, what I'm doing is I build something for them that can serve a community, that can serve more than 1 or 10 people. So I've done about 6 springs, and I'm on doing them. I partner with the community. I approach friends of goodwill. They assist, donate. Some donate bricks, some donate cement, and some donate even their own energy and time and commitment. That is how I've managed to do that little that I've managed to do. I talk of Igoma Bohol, which was built in the early 2000s by Honorable Charity Ngilu. That borehole has not served my community. Actually, the longest I served is 5 or 6 months for the last 20 years. What I've done, I approached the members of my community. I told them we can't live this way. Other civilizations, they are far much better than us. So what can we do? I asked them to donate. They managed to donate money. I also pumped in my little resources. We have gotten that project back to its feet. It has been resuscitated now. We soon, members of the community, are going to enjoy tap the water, pipe the water to their homesteads. Actually, the concept should be we harvest rainwater and we make sure we avail water to the homestead of our people, instead of doing the ancient way of doing springs. Equally, I'm trying my level best to have let's say our town, which is called Nyamache town, having water supply. Maybe in few months to come, God willing, we'll have a plan and have water running in Nyamache, and that is one of the aspect that will ensure that the town grows. We have myriad of challenges. Number one, the people's expectation is so high. We are the first, actually the frontline leaders here in the grassroots, where people expect miracles directly from you. So expectations are out of this world. People think that you are a problem fixer all the time, even when you're overwhelmed, even when you are not able. So that's challenge number one, expectation. When we have bereavements, they want you to support. When we have got weddings, they want you to support. When we want children going to school, they want you to support. When they need jobs, they think you can fix. When somebody is sick, they need you to do it. When the road is impassable, they want you to fix it. And all these things that I've mentioned, these are the expectations that our people have. We don't have anywhere to hide like our members of parliament who go to Nairobi. We are in constant touch with these people. That is a big challenge. You have a heart to assist, you have a will to help, but you have no ability because of resources.
This is the story of a young, dedicated leader with a big vision, a dedicated member of the County Assembly for Masige East Ward, Michael Onchiri Motume.
The people of Masige East, I first want to thank you for electing me as your member of the County Assembly. Much respect I owe it to you and to the Almighty God. And to my parents, family that is always supportive, I say thank you very much and keep supporting me. I will be honest with you, transparent, and always ready to listen to you. Going forward, I just seek for your cooperation when I call upon you to assist me in actualizing some things that can help our community, that can help you. Please come forth and assist me. From time to time, I'll be calling upon communities to support me, because I do not believe that government can solve all of our problems. We, the individual people, the private people, we must partner with the government to have accelerated development. So support me and pray for me. All shall be well.